based on a previous movie or comic book or video game. Every generation deserves its own stories, instead of just the stories of their grandparents.
Oh my gosh. I'm hearing so many bad things about I'm hearing so many bad things about that Call of Duty. that new Call of Duty, bro.
You're goddamn right.
Like, I know the obvious answer on why we just keep getting remakes and remasters, because money. People see the name attached to it. Like, even with that Assassin's Creed, everybody know who Assassin's Creed is, or what Assassin's Creed is. So if they say they're doing a show on Assassin's Creed, people are like, what? As if, like, as opposed to if you just did a regular show about some brand new concept. If it was just a name, nobody's gonna give a fuck. But I mean, that's why we need those people to take them chances, to come up with some new ideas. Like, that's why I really fuck with shit like Expedition 33, and then even unique movies, like just different movies. I still want to give it a chance, even if I'd never heard of it before. I still want to give it a chance, just because it's like, bro, we can't keep saying, oh my god, I'm sick of remakes and remasters, and then not watching the shit that don't got a big name, like, or franchise behind it.
This quote needs to be etched into the
parchment of fire.
You could not find a better summary of the state of the entertainment industry in the year of the Big 2-5.
This is like the first time in my life where I fired up Fallout 4 and just got pissed off, dude. Like, I just am so tired of watching what I view as my favorite franchise just being treated like shit.
I mean, this quote applies to TV shows, streaming platforms, movies, video games, all of it. Why are there so many remakes, remasters, and reboots?
Money.
By the end of this video, you will have all the answers.
Money.
But more important than this quote itself is the mouth that it came from. Vince Gilligan, creator, writer, and producer of what most consider to be the greatest TV series of all time.
Yes.
Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. Oh wait, the script says Breaking Bad. I've never heard of that. Is that any good? But with an unprecedented rating on Metacritic, a fantastic follow-up in Better Call Saul, well, any studio executive worth their salt is going to see a fat, juicy cow waiting to be milked.
Oh my god, that's another thing though. If something does so well, even if it's like the first, well, not really the first, but if it just does so well, niggas just start milking it, and it just kind of become tainted. I heard that they're already gonna do like Wicked. Wicked was fire. The second one was cool, but now they're about to put out a whole world, bro. Like, there's about to be a whole like Wicked world, dude.
I'm not just talking about your mother. It makes perfect sense why a studio executive would look at Breaking Bad and then ask Vince Gilligan, as he's pitching his new show Pluribus, but what's next?
Wait.
Pitching his new...
Is that the show? That's the show with the girl that is the only happy one or some shit? What was it? Did we watch the trailer for that? Yes. Wait, it's good? It's out? I gotta watch it. I have to watch it.
New show Pluribus, but what's next in the Breaking Bad world? And I love that Vince's answer boiled down to...
The trailer is ass, show's so much better. I mean, the trailer wasn't ass to me, because like I don't want it to spoil the whole thing for me, but it was like good enough to get me, like, you know, in the door, I would say. Oh, 4 episodes are already out?
Nothing. I told the story I wanted to tell, and now I'm moving on. But we almost skipped over something crazy.
I respect
Let
it.
me repeat that question. What's next in the Breaking Bad world? And the assumption that Breaking Bad should and would become some kind of...
Oh my god, blame Marvel, blame Marvel, blame Marvel, blame Marvel, blame Marvel. Holy shit, look at this. Blame fucking Marvel. Now, when they first did it, it was... Holy shit, this is crazy. I've never seen nothing like this before. Oh my god, I'm so excited. But now it's like, we don't need this for everything. Sonic is fire, okay? Sonic is fire, but like, that shit don't need a whole fucking world, bro. That shit don't need a whole fucking world and all this extra shit, man. Sometimes if you make something good, let's just let it be good, dude. Let's just let that shit be good, man. And I hate what they did to my man's, how they put my man's Tom Cruise in that position with that mummy dark universe bullshit world that they was trying to build up, bro. What the fuck were you doing, bro? You almost tarnished his whole fucking legacy with that bullshit, bro.
Persistent cinematic universe, I feel it's a sign of everything that's wrong with the modern entertainment industry. Those at the top pulling the levers, deciding what gets the green light, they're not willing to let sleeping dogs lie. They can't accept.
And please stop making Jurassic Park movies, bro. Please, 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 please. Please stop making those Jurassic Park movies. How about Mission Impossible though? Watch your fucking mouth, ho. Sorry, you did not deserve that. But Mission Impossible is different. Those aren't remakes or reboots. They're just, this nigga's just still continuing it. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm cool with that if it makes sense. And like, if it makes sense, like the same with Rush Hour, like I'm cool with it if it makes sense, but like, it's kind of not making sense. Like all the fans that have been begging for a new Rush Hour, now that Trump said, yo, we need a new one, we're jumping the gun now. It's like, I feel weird about that now. I feel like there's another motive. NATO potato with the fucking. I appreciate you. Okay, Fast and Furious. Now you could have brought up Fast and Furious over Mission Impossible. Like, relax, slow down. Now, Fast and Furious, they literally don't know what they're doing. They're going to space. They've lost the whole premise of what Fast and Furious was, man. I can't stand beside that. Transformers 2. I don't care what people were saying about Shia LaBeouf. He was my favorite. Those first 3 movies were my favorite ones. And then I don't know what happened, bro. They got Mark Wahlberg and then as some white girl, I don't know, bro. And then some light-skinned Mexican black dude. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But is it true that we might be getting another Transformers movie? I seen a Michael Bay Instagram shit, and he was like playing the music in the background. I don't think that alludes to like, yo, I got something coming. I think it was just like, you know, he just had the song on, man.
The fact that
even though he knows what he's doing, but I don't know. I'd be down though. And another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is coming. You're right. Now, is this like another reboot, or is it the same people with the dudes in the elevator? Because I don't even know anymore, man. What happened to the one with the kids in the fucking? It's a whole different one. See, like, I'm getting sick of it, bro. Like we talked about this before. The only reboots and remakes and continuations and different iterations I want to see is Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, and I don't know, bro. Like those are just the best examples of things that just constantly keep getting redone over and over again, and I don't get mad at it. But I don't think there's any other like movie franchise or character that was louder than all the other ones. I don't think there's any other character or like in anything that could ever like kind of be on that level. Transformers is peak, but bro, if they redid Transformers again with a new Optimus Prime voice actor and a new fucking main character, I feel like that shit just gets like, come on, bro.
Story was told, it had a satisfying conclusion, and that's it. That's the end. It's the idea that any story, let alone that of Breaking Bad, is too good to end. Consider the alternate reality where we had the Breaking Bad cinematic universe.
Yo, what the fuck? Some shit just needs to end, bro. Some shit just chat. I'm low-key very, very excited to start One Piece. Like, I don't know. I keep seeing it more and more in my everyday life, and I'm like, damn, I kind of want to see what the hype is about, bro. What do you mean, fuck off? Why'd you say fuck off? I'm excited. Like, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Just to let y'all know, we got other stuff that we gotta check out. Okay, but I'm just saying, like, it just popped up again right here. I'm just like, I can't get away from it.
Universe, and they continuously expanded upon this story until the market was so oversaturated with Breaking Bad spin-offs and Breaking Bad novels and movies and comic books and an animated TV series and so much media that the fan base ended up resenting the franchise instead of cherishing it. Imagine that world. Well, you really don't have to, because we live in that world.
Oh my God, how this was right in front of us the whole time. How did this not come up? How did this not come up once? It's fucking Star Wars, dude. Just let shit end, bro. You just gotta let shit end. As much, I remember I would be like, damn, I wish there was like something like this with Harry Potter, because I just want more Harry Potter shit. But then it's like I see shit like this and I'm like, maybe it's best that we just, you know, we just leave it. We just leave it with the oh my God, but it's happening now. Oh, but it's happening now. First we start with the Harry Potter show, and then we get a Harry Potter animated series. Oh, I'm lit. I don't care if it's the demise of Harry Potter's legacy. I'm on that train, baby. Star Wars wait, what'd you say? Hold on. Come on, bro. I mean, look at this shit. Don't get mad at me, bro. Don't shoot the messenger, bro. All right. Star Wars slander is not tolerated. There are a gazillion storylines for each individual character. It could go on forever. That don't mean it's good, bro. That don't mean it's good, man. There's a lot of storylines for a lot of stuff, man. That don't mean you have to do it. There's a lot of good movies where you could branch off with different characters and have some cool shit. That doesn't mean you have to do it. You want to do it because money. It's like, what is the real purpose? Is it because of like you truly see something there, or is it for money? It's for money, dude. It's for money.
Get ready for the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
This video is sponsored by Foundation Galactic Frontier.
Watch Andor and argue it never should have happened.
I'm good. I promise you, I'm so repulsed by Star Wars that I don't care like what they're doing anymore. They could drop the best shit ever. Like I'm so far removed that I don't care. I don't care.
Because why not engage in epic space battles from the comfort of your phone? Do you guys not have spaceships? Now let's take a step back for a moment. We got an Oblivion remaster before Elder Scrolls 6. They gave us a Dead Space remake before a new Dead Space. Rockstar clogged my toilet with the GTA trilogy.
I'm not trying. No. I didn't used to say like I would never watch anime. I just never cared to watch it. But Star Wars, I literally did try to watch like a lot of shit after the movies, and it was just like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I can tell they're just doing shit just cause it's like, yo, we got these characters and it's Star Wars. Niggas gonna watch. And I'm just like, yeah, all right, bro. I'm good, bro. That's like say I liked Attack on Titan and then like just kept watching like different Titan shows just because they have Titans on it. It's like I'm not gonna force myself to continue something that, yo, it should have been done. It should have been done, man. It should have been done. If it's so different, why is it Star Wars? It's still Star Wars. It's literally still Star Wars, bro. How you feel about Marvel Zombies then? Bro, the same shit I've been saying. Fuck Marvel at this point. They do the same shit. They've been doing the same shit. I think the thing is, bro, the only reason we watch shit now is because of the stamp of Star Wars. Is because of the stamp of Star Wars and Marvel. You don't give a fuck about this shit only because it was Star Wars. And that's why you watched it, and now you like it. And now you like it, which is, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's how they get their money. That's just why, and this actually answers the question of why they keep doing remakes and remasters. Because you don't even really need to explain the show. If a nigga say, yo, new Star Wars show coming, yo, a new Marvel show is coming, you're gonna watch it. It's Marvel and Star Wars. Like, of course, dude. And I gotta stand true. I gotta stand true to myself that I'm not just gonna watch something just because it's a Star Wars brand on it or just because it's a Marvel brand on it. I gotta see something to be interested. I seen the Andor trailer. I did not care. I did not care, bro. I didn't. So I'm not going to just watch the show and give them what they want because of that Star Wars label, bro. All that proves to them is like, yo, we can keep doing this shit. No one's going to stop us, bro. It's the same thing with fucking Pokemon. They got cutscenes with no voice actors. No dialogue. The map is smaller. But niggas still bought that shit because, I mean, it's Pokemon, dude. It's a new It's literally Pokemon, bro. I can't keep talking about this shit and then just being a consumer and blindly buying shit. I can't. Let it be Harry Potter, nigga. Yeah. Bro, if Harry Potter dropped, I mean, what's the game? What's the game? Hogwarts Legacy. I remember everybody was talking about that game was trash. Don't play it.
This TBH.
We're canceling this game. I feel like I was the only nigga like, I'm there day one. I'm there day one. And I actually liked it. I actually fucked with it.
Oh, that's real nice.
I had people coming to my chat like, why are you playing this? Don't you know what so-and-so said? I don't give a fuck, bitch. Watch this spell.
And I'm still waiting on the new plumber to deliver GTA 6, but apparently he's stuck in traffic right now. We literally got the worst reviewed game of all time before we got a new Warcraft RTS. The one and only time a COD multiplayer...
Just imagine Tay watches Mandalorian. No, Mandalorian was fire. I seen a trailer for Mandalorian and I was like, oh, this looks good. I didn't give a fuck that it was Star Wars, but I was just like, this shit look good. I like, what's his name? Pedro Pascal. And I thought Grogu was cute as fuck. That's why I watched it. I'm not just gonna watch it just cause, oh, it's Star Wars. That shit just looked fire. And I watched it and the shit was fire. And what's his name was in that? Chat, what's the guy's name?
We got new Drake and Kanye before to 6.
Oh my gosh, you guys know who I'm talking about, man. The GOAT. Literally the GOAT. When you think of he was in Breaking Bad too. Yes. I can't even pronounce his name. You guys are saying it.
has been remastered. They packaged it in as a bundle alongside one of the worst multiplayers. Somebody has to be the one to say it. Remakes and remasters are out of control, and I can't be the only one noticing this trend. Is it a sign of creative bankruptcy or actual bankruptcy? Can you even think of a game or a franchise that hasn't had a remaster or remake?
Yes. You can't say Expedition 33. That shit literally just came out, bro. Transformers games. Max Payne.
I mean, maybe Bubsy? Oh, come the fuck on! So what's up with the constant, never-ending avalanche of remakes and remasters? The TLDR is
okay, wait, hold on. Final Fantasy is different. Final Fantasy is completely different. You can't throw that in there. That shit is a whole fucking beast. That's a whole different beast, bro.
Remakes generate a lot of profit.
God of War is a continuation. Low key, it's like a is it a remake? God of War is a what the fuck? How can you even throw that fast? I feel like God of War is like a continuation. Well, no, I don't feel like it. It literally is a continuation. But it's just like they're more advanced with the technology now.
Watch out for those dodgeballs.
Yeah, as 6 hit me back to back, bro. God of War 3 does have a remaster. That is true. That is true.
I don't believe it.
And the consumer is partially responsible for how they vote with
This is the thing though. Remasters, like, I don't think remasters are bad. I think remakes, like, if we're just remaking the whole, like, remaking a game and selling it again, like, I feel like a remaster though. Wait, what's like a remake? I don't know. I feel like some shit is just like should just be left. I like some shit is just fine by itself. But a remaster is cool because you know you can play it with better graphics. I don't know, remake and then adding, I don't know, man. Like that Snake Eater game was fun. It was cool. But I can't really judge that because I didn't play the original, so I don't really know, like, I don't know. Now what Last of Us is doing, that's just remaster OD. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you even doing?
their wallet. Now, I do want to say, if you've been enjoying this video so far, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and left a like. Now, although this video is mostly looking at remakes and remasters through the lens of
gaming,
basically everything I say in this video is going to apply to film, television, and streaming services too. Because Vince's quote was too good not to include. It was like that clip of the archer who shoots an arrow into a bullseye before shooting another arrow directly into the arrow that already hit the bullseye. What I find especially ironic is how serialized, repetitive, and IP-driven modern entertainment has become. Black Ops 7 is right around the corner, and at this point, we've become so far detached from Call of Duty's humble origins that it's easy to forget how risky COD 4 Modern Warfare was back in 2007.
Man.
At the time, nobody could have predicted that straying from their roots in World War II games would have paid off, and nobody could have imagined how much money the COD franchise would end up making, or what sort of abomination it would inevitably turn into.
I'm a goddamn onion, Mason. You should know that.
I guess what I'm trying to say is,
Well, sometimes that is better.
I'd rather a franchise die with grace and dignity than have its entrails removed and its corpse paraded throughout the city.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'm tired of seeing the same dang franchises year in, year out.
Yeah.
What gives? Why are developers and publishers more content with remaking what has already been made? I mean, let's give these new IPs a chance.
Nostalgia.
Like Lawbreak. Okay, maybe that's not the best example, but I think they just need to make more original games like—
Did I just do that? I just move shit with my mind.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, I get what I get what he's saying. Is that a motherfucking dragon? No. Don't say I see why, because then that makes them. Then the companies are watching this video like, see, what we're doing is fine. Yo, let's already remake the next Moana movie or whatever the fuck. No. You can, like, creating a new IP is just the beginning, okay? The IP, it still has to be good. Like, you still have to fucking try, bro. Like, I don't know what they would. I feel like the combat in this was fun though. I feel like the combat was fun in this. It's just everything around it though was boring as fuck.
I just moved shit with my mind.
I just keep hearing.
I just move shit with my
well, I don't
mind.
know about.
Yeah, okay, that is something I do now.
Okay. If only they could create new IPs, such as
Concord is a 5v5 first person.
Okay, come on. No. Come on, bro. Okay, we got Arc Raiders. We got Arc Raiders and shit, bro. See, there's people that can do it. There's still people that can do it. There's just a lot more people that do fucking terrible at it. But I feel like companies see shit like this, like Concord, and be like, oh yeah, fuck that, bro. Fuck that. Let's see what other game that hasn't been out in in years, and let's like try to remaster that or make a story around this shit. Cause we're not gonna pull a Concord. We got Dispatch, trash. Dispatch was cool, bro. I like Dispatch. Dispatch is another great example, man.
Shooter.
I'm starting to see the issue here. As easy as it is to meme on Concord, the greater tragedy of its failure is that it's going to be taken as a sign that studios need to double down even further on existing IPs.
And that's why I hope they do, and those fail even harder. I don't wish failure on people, but like failure for these games, like the games that they think are gonna be a big hit. Remember the oh my god, what was the game with, like, it was like with Robin, was it some night? I don't know. I had to play it for an ad. Oh my gosh, Gotham Knights, like games like Gotham Knights. Okay, dude, this is gonna be easy. We literally got established characters already, and then boom, we just put out a game. Dog shit. Avengers game. The Avengers game comes out. They're talking about, yeah, we got a long plan for this. Like, I'm talking about content for years to flop. Trash. Dog shit. I need more shit like that to happen. Suicide Squad, great example. I need more shit like that to happen so that companies can't get comfortable thinking about like, yo, as long as we just use our big brand names, we're good. No, we want the audience wants new shit, please.
And nobody is going to ask the obvious question of why the fuck a game like Concord, right out the gate, its first entry, was given a $300 million budget to begin with. They wanted it to be the next Overwatch. They didn't want it to be Concord. Like, it was their expectations that this game would turn into a franchise, a Concord cinematic universe. And that's the wrong way to look at things. When Infinity...
What does this even mean? Crispy, what does this mean? I don't... What? Yo, type! Crispy, bro. Explain, dude. I don't understand. Do I wear a dress or some shit? Now he has nothing to say, bro. No way you just folded like that, bro. Come on, bro.
Ward made COD 4. They didn't anticipate.
Imagine the amazing games we would have if Warner Brothers didn't patent the Nemesis system from Shadow of Mordor.
Bro.
Guess we gotta wait and see till 2036 when it expires.
Damn. And that shit is so good too. That's why I'm excited to. I've been so excited to play this Shadow of War game because these niggas actually remember and be like, yo, I just can't wait to see what they did in this game here, bro.
It would make 6 fucking sequels to Modern Warfare.
They putting niggas on public trial. I'm just like, yo, if you say something and I bring you to the front of the class and you don't say it again, it's like, come on, bro, stand on it. You wait till you in the crowd and you like, come on, bro.
Tried to make the best version of Call of Duty they did at the time. I am working on a COD 4 review because I don't give a shit about Black Ops 7, by the way. Thank you for asking. For better or...
I did play Guardians of the Galaxy game. Amazing. That game was amazing. And I felt like that game was also super slept on.
Worse, Marvel did done change the game, and now everyone wants their own version of an MCU. But it's an unrealistic fantasy in the minds of studio executives, and it does nothing. These goals do nothing but dilute the creative process that is meant to drive game design. It's like trying to build a farm before you even know if people want to buy bananas or not. But to answer my previous question, games that have never been remastered, remade, rebooted, or refucked? Left 4 Dead, Half-Life, boom, there you go. In all honesty, like, what could you gain from a Half-Life 1 remake that the original does not already offer? While many gamers might dog on Valve for their inability to count to 3, I think it's more accurate to say Valve is incapable of counting to 0. That is to say, they are unwilling to...
They got Nike glasses?
Counting to 0. That is...
ImDOntai took Overwatch and slapped Marvel on it. Instant success were cooked, gang.
Wait, imagine the amazing games with... Wait, hold on. Oh, took Overwatch and slapped Marvel on it. I'm not gonna lie. Marvel Rivals is, I'm not gonna lie, that shit fire though. That shit is fire though. I feel like it's more enticing to people that probably would look at Overwatch and be like, what the hell is going on here? But now that it's Marvel characters that they're familiar with, they're like, I might give this a chance. I want to learn this game. I feel like, you know, it's stuff like that I don't know, man. That's how it be, bro. That's literally how it be, man.
To say they are unwilling to ruin their legacy of greatness.
This is the tragic and almost.
Wait, in chat, now we're gonna be cooked again. No. Now we're gonna be. You're part of the problem. How, bro? That's how it be though. Like, I seen Overwatch and I was like, yo, what the fuck is happening here, bro? I ain't gonna lie. I don't think this is a game for me personally. But then they dropped. Wait, chat. There was a game that dropped before Marvel Rivals, I think. Or was it Marvel Rivals? It was somebody with a shotgun. It was a girl who had a shotgun and shit. Or was that Overwatch? Maybe it was Overwatch 2. Maybe I played Overwatch 2 actually. Concord? I didn't play Concord though. It was Overwatch 2. Okay, so I didn't play Overwatch, but I did play Overwatch 2, and there was a girl with a shotgun that I thought was cool. But I don't know. I feel like Marvel Rivals is different. Plus, it's third person. I don't know if Overwatch was third person, but I really fuck with third person games, man. Is this really necessary, dude? Is it, man?
Comical thing about
diamonds last forever with the 10 gifted subs. My Rivals is booty. I'm not gonna say it's booty, but you know, I just don't care to play it right now.
it was it took long enough that then by the time we considered going back to episode 3, the argument was made like, well, we missed it. It's too late now.
When I look at Half-Life 1, I don't see a real reason.
What? I think, bro, Junk Queen, that's who I played. Yeah, it was she was bad. I just like the shotgun. She was fire with that shit. But, bro, I think the new thing that's about to come out now, or we're about to see a lot of, is like extractions type games.
To remake it, other than just the surface level of like, we're gonna improve the visuals and make it look more realistic and more modern, but that kind of defeats the purpose of like going back in time to appreciate this classic masterpiece gem, doesn't it? Half-Life 1 is what it is. Why tread on the legacy of your forebears, trying to imitate their work, their success, and their legacy, when you can just sell that on your platform as it is? The point is, I'd rather keep playing Left 4 Dead 2 than play a Left 4 Dead 3 that fucks up what was already perfect. As I'm sure Payday fans could relate to this. I am sorry about that.
I mean, we had God of War clone games growing up and they was fire. Yeah, I'm not against that. If something's big at the moment, a lot of other companies come out with games that are like it, you know, if they're good, if they're fun. Yeah, but I'm trying to think, how do you change up a extraction shooter game? Because at least with hack and slash games, like, you get variety of different weapons and combos and, you know, even good stories. I don't know. Yeah, Arc Raiders did it perfectly. They just, that felt like a single, it feels like a single player game when you play it. Well, if you play solos, I don't know. It just feels like a single player game, just the look of it and everything and the atmosphere.
That video, by the way, I know it's been a while, but if you can't appreciate or play an older game because the graphics look terrible, then maybe that says more about your tastes as a gamer and as a consumer. The ultimate point is that, like Vince Gilligan,
I'm sorry, but I'm one of those people. I will be honest. Like, the graphics, if the graphics are dog shit, I can't get into it no matter how good the game is. Like, the graphics got to be somewhat decent, especially if I feel like the graphics reflect how the controls are going to be. If the graphics are dog shit, then the controls are probably just as terrible, bro. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people.
Valve seems to understand that there is more intrinsic long-term value in letting things be what they are and were, rather than trying to revive every formerly popular IP.
Damn.
And you can't get lazy and say, oh, we're moving the story forward. That's copping out of your obligation.
You spoiled? Yes, I am, bro. Yes, I am. I feel like y'all will all be calling me, oh, y'all would be saying, okay, Unk, if I played a game and it had shitty graphics and y'all came here and was like, the graphics are so bad. And I'm like, you don't even understand, like, this looked fire back when I was young, like, like, bro, I don't like shitty graphics, bro. Yes, I'm spoiled, bro. Like, what? They make flat screen TVs now. Like, I'm not just gonna keep buying fat ass head TVs because like them shits was nostalgic. Ew. Ew, yuck.
To gamers. We could have shipped it. Like, it wouldn't have been that hard. You know, the failure was, my personal failure was being stumped. Like, I couldn't figure out why doing episode 3 was pushing anything forward.
Because you might end up zombie.
Bro, I do respect my come up. I still like I would play like older games like on my Switch or some shit like that, but bro, that shit literally for fun. I think the only old game that I can actually play and have, I don't know, like, you know, like Final Fantasy or old racing games, but even then the graphics on like the old racing games aren't like too bad.
Simplifying something that,
yeah, Kingdom Hearts, I feel like those graphics aren't even bad either. Like Kingdom Hearts PS2, them shits actually look clean. But when we start talking about like, chat, there's like oh my god, I think I showed y'all this before. There's an old Blade game on the PlayStation that I used to play a lot, but that shit looks like dog shit. And I don't care how much I love that game. Like, I will never play this again. This was my shit. Now looking at this, I'm getting a headache. Just seeing him trying to peek that corner using
was once great and tarnishing people's perspective of it.
Sometimes that is better.
So there are a handful of IPs that have thankfully avoided being rehashed, watered down, and resold to their fan base. But what are the best arguments in favor of a remake or a remaster? Well, don't ask From Software this question because they will continue to gaslight you into thinking that Bloodborne plays perfectly on PS4 at 30 frames per second. You only
I'm not gonna lie.
Need 30
Why do
frames
people want a remake of this game so bad?
For that game, okay? No, you're just crazy. You don't even know what gaslighting is. Fans have been asking for a Bloodborne PC port for years. And it feels like
frames because it's good.
Shaquille O'Neal dunking on a toddler. Like, it's the
like I remember I played it, but I don't know. It looked fire to me.
Easiest W
or is that not the point? Is it like movement or something?
Attainable, and yet for some reason all this blood keeps clotting up in the process. So sometimes even the remasters we want don't get made. Which brings me to the beloved Demon's Souls remake, which functioned more as a tech showcase of the PS5's capabilities.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't really care for Souls games like that. But I literally played this just because it looked so fucking clean when I got my PlayStation. I was like, what the fuck is this?
And it left me wondering, why did they leave everything the same? I mean, there was a real opportunity to revive the PvP in this game. That would have been so cool to experience, but they left it as fucking broken, unbalanced, cryptic, and inaccessible as it was in 2009. So it really felt like a massive missed opportunity. The best argument in favor of a remake is the idea that you, the fan, will be able to play your favorite game and believe that you're playing it for the first time again.
I agree.
The two best examples of a proper remake that come to mind are Dead Space and RE4. But the point is, these remakes genuinely feel like brand new interpretations of that classic timeless formula that worked. Dead Space in particular, I think, is an objective improvement on the original gameplay, especially the zero-G environments. And they added brand new areas to the Ishimura.
Holy
shit. The
shit.
RE4 remake might be slightly contentious, as I don't think it captures the same campy, ridiculous writing of the original, but upon reflection, I don't want it to.
No way, Leon.
Way.
I like that Leon Kennedy in the original is almost entirely different from how he is in the remake. It's like getting to eat the same cake.
I need to play I played it on my channel.
Twice, but the recipe's a little different. There's a ton of good reasons to remake a game and plenty of excellent examples, but this doesn't change the fact that studios in charge of these IPs do not always respect the creative vision of the things they are remaking.
Sounds more like an alien.
I remember y'all were trying to get me to play this on the classic shit. That shit was so ugly. Ugh.
Invasion, if you ask me.
What they respect is the almighty dollar. But another good argument for a remaster is something like Spyro Reignited.
Oh my gosh. What was the other one?
Trilogy, Crash Insane Trilogy.
Was it
the
Ratchet and
Master
Clank?
Chief Collection after it was fixed. And I'm honestly surprised these types of collections aren't as common, especially think about what a fucking slam dunk it would be for Call of Duty to do something like this. Zombie Chronicles, if I'm not mistaken, in Black Ops 3 is one of the best-selling DLCs of all time, and all it did was just remake and remaster classic zombies maps in a new game. Yet for whatever reason, we don't deserve a Call of Duty Zombies collection, because Call of Duty is a series planned for obsolescence. And because of the port to MCC, we have fan-made creations like the cursed Halo mod to thank for that. So a proper remaster can open a game to an entirely new audience, and that new audience can keep the game alive. Breathing new life into a necessitated franchise is certainly worth pursuing the remastered treatment. But on the flip side, it's time we take a look at the most convincing arguments against remasters and remakes.
Okay.
I'm talking about the GTA trilogy and Warcraft 3 Reforged. You see, it's bad enough when companies shamelessly shill out a remaster with virtually no discernible differences to the original, even when you put up a side-by-side comparison. It's another can of shit worms when a remake replaces the original with an inferior version. And unlike MCC, which revived some niche parts of the Halo community, Warcraft 3 Reforged was sold with the promise of reviving the RTS community, but that never fucking happened. Warcraft 3 Reforged is so fucking bad, I cannot take the discs of this, put them into my computer, and play Warcraft 3. If you want to play it online, you have to buy Reforged. And the same goes for the GTA trilogy, which, as bad as it is not nearly... The same goes for the GTA trilogy.
I hate on GTA, like with San Andreas, they look so, all the characters are like so glossy now. Like, I don't know, the whole world has a glossy look. They look like clay.
Which, as bad as it is not nearly as abysmal as Reforged.
Look at that. Like, I hate that shiny look.
But the same problems arise. They replaced the originals. Rockstar effectively sold you 3 inferior versions of games they released almost 20 years ago.
I hate that.
Initiating spin.
But at the very least, you can say they didn't render some iconic, revered masterpiece of a multiplayer obsolete. When you're so hungry for money and revenue, you don't know what to do or what to make, well, there's a massive chance you end up doing irrevocable damage to a brand that ends up not being worth whatever pittance you make selling it. This leads me to my next point.
1 hour of silence, but occasionally villager huzz in your ear.
Financial viability. The reason there are so many remakes and remasters is that they are considered safe investments. It's easier to cash in on something with an established reputation than it is to create something new and risk everything on the chance that new players are going to give a shit. Concord. Think about the difference between a Dead Space 4 and a Dead Space remake. Well, it'd be easier to replicate the already good game design of the original, and if you made a new game, you'd have to construct—
What was that other game that was like this game? I really like that. That shit was really good.
entirely new levels. You'd have to overhaul the AI of the necromorphs. You'd have to create a whole new plot, make sure that doesn't suck ass, decide whether or not you cash in on the established iconography of Isaac Clarke, or do you try to pull a Halo 5 and try to replace your main protagonist with some fucking guy nobody gives a shit about? And the more you start—
that's an actor. That's like the fucking dude from Marvel.
Try to replace your main protagonist with some fucking guy nobody gives a shit about. And the more you start to think about it, the more a Dead Space remake makes sense more than a Dead Space 4. To give you a perfect example of like what we've lost,
Luke Cage.
I want you to think about how many Star Wars games have released in the last 8 years. Republic Commando, Lego Star Wars, Battlefront 2, and the Episode 3 game. These 4 titles all released in 2005. But it's not just nostalgia goggles. It's the fact that back then companies saw all of these projects as financially viable. None of these games were expected to be the next Fortnite. They had no expectations of a persistent progression system or a battle pass. They weren't made with the plans of a live service or some long-term investment. It was just, let's make a game for people that like Star Wars Revenge of the Sith.
Alright, if you kill me, it's a hate crime.
And it's a hate crime I'm willing to commit.
But as the profitability of video games ballooned with a lot of these AAA titles, so too did expectations and the expectations of investors.
Shout out to you, bro.
And it seems companies just aren't as willing to invest in those more modest AA games that did provide a lot of entertainment. It might not be games you want to replay every year, but if it just felt like you had more variety back then. I guess what this video boils down to: why are there so many remakes and remasters? Well, it comes back to that old Biggie Smalls quote: "Mo money, mo problems." When games had smaller budgets and were focused on appealing to fans of a console rather than chasing some elusive broader audience, the expectations were lower. The funding was smaller. And even if the Episode 3 fighting game had flopped, it wouldn't have been a big hit or a big deal. And if these AAA developers are unwilling to make new entries in the franchise, well, what's the logical result of that? Remakes and remasters. And how can you argue with the data when analysis research finds consumers spend twice as much on game remakes than remasters?
Well, duh.
Regardless, it's safe to say that the game in—
What's up, ImDOntai. I love you and your face. Happy early Thanksgiving, my N-word, my munchkin.
Happy Thanksgiving, dude. This is what we need. We need this. This is what the streets need. Yo, we got Mortal Kombat, we got motherfucking Tekken, we got Street Fighter. Bro, let's get some dinosaurs fight. Like, let's do some autistic ass game. Bro, y'all so boring. Y'all say I'm boring. Like, y'all are so fucking boring. Y'all just want to play as humans all fucking day, every day. We got humans in every fucking game, bro.
Industry is dealing with a chronic case of creative bankruptcy. We have hit Modern Warfare 7 and Black Ops 7. But maybe we just accepted and embraced the fact that corporations were willing to sell our nostalgia back to us. Maybe we showed too little interest.
What the fuck does this mean? Do not disrespect the GOAT Tizo touchdown again. A day in your life in this chat. Say something else. Respond. Sauce. Respond. Is Monty here? Unban this man. Unban this man.
In anything outside of a pre-established franchise. Maybe it is our fault. I may have consumed too much in a few places.
It is.
Perhaps we just kept consuming.
It
and
is.
as they continued to ruin all the franchises we love, we ended up begging them to sell us the same shit we already bought. But at this point, I'm kind of burnt out.
I mean, to be honest, another thing is, like, when they do a sequel or another game to a pre-existing game, like another, you know, people be like, we missed the old one, bro. This is not like the third one. This is not like the second one. Like, oh my God, the second game was better. And so they're just like, fuck it. We're just gonna remake that game, bro. Fuck it. Let's just remake that game, bro. Who cares, man? They just complain about everything.
On remakes.
So it kind of is our fault when we kind of be bitching about the new games that come out too. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just a violent cycle.
And remasters, I'll be honest. Holy fucking shit, is that Revan? Oh my God, that's a holy bastardless tits. That's a KOTOR remake. Okay, I changed my mind. Remakes and remasters are fucking A-okay. A KOTOR remake, you got me by the balls right now. Where's my goddamn wallet? I will give you all the money in the
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
I guess one of the last points I want to make in this video is just to give you a sense of what I feel like we're missing. And the best place to start is the library of the original Xbox. We had Time Splitters Future Perfect, Masterpiece.
Weak.
Ooh, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
Never heard of it.
Armed and Dangerous.
Dog shit.
Jade Empire.
Boring.
Turok Evolution.
Wait, what is that?
Mech Assault. The fucking OG Spider-Man games were actually lit.
Spider-Man.
Voodoo Vince. Grabbed by the dang ghoulies. Fusion Frenzy. Amped. They made a snowboarding game that was fun. Crimson Skies, airplane game, Bloodwake, boat game. You just don't.
Oh my God, the boat
this kind of
game.
variety. And I'd like to end it with Munch's Odyssey. A game like this with a cover as ugly as this, I could just never see the modern gaming industry pursuing like any of these
I
titles.
feel like anything, the closest thing to this is that High on Life game.
But for whatever reason, like, this speaks to me. This is just classic Xbox, and it feels like in this era of remakes and remasters where they're just sticking with the core IPs that they know make money, we'd never ever get something as experimental, as weird, and as unhinged as this.
Yeah.
So why are there so many remakes and remasters?
Money.
Well, it's like Vince said, we live in a world of IP, and it's not enough to create some experimental, bizarre, one-off, low-budget game or TV series or movies. Companies just aren't gonna fund that anymore. Everything must cater to the trends of the modern audience. Your game will either get a $300 million budget or none at all. Remakes and remasters are a double-edged sword. They offer a lot of benefits. At their best, fuck yeah, they allow us to achieve the impossible, replaying a game for the first time or feeling like we are. At their worst, an exploit of our nostalgia and the fan reverence of a beloved IP, which waters down the image and reputation of it for the sake of making a quick buck. What the fuck? What the f— And in the depths of remastered hell lies solely the GTA trilogy and Warcraft 3 Reforged. And that is why there are so many remakes and remasters. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I honestly could have made this video like 2 hours long.
And I would have watched the fuck out of it, bruh. I would have watched the fuck out of it. This was an amazing video, and just in time.
There is no good reason to have hit this like he did.
Just in time too. For who to hit what? Like who did? Oh my gosh, bro. Games. What is the next big game coming out? Of course, you sent me a song. Get the shit out of here, bro. Thanks for the donation. What's the next